move back a ways, so because the wire's behind me. Guy got to spin his tires in the blacktop. Traffic is quieting right down at Bear Lake, and it's only 5 to 11. Rough and tumble. I bet you want to know where I am. Exactly 7 o'clock.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Hear me?
No. Louder.
Good evening and welcome to our Monday night concerts in the park, sponsored by the Portage Lake Association. Just wanted to tell you a little bit about the Portage Lake Association if you don't know. We're a group of volunteers in our community here, and we do lots of different things. You've seen the beautiful petunias, the banners, these concerts in the park. We have a Fall Fun Fest, and we have Christmas in Onekama in November. So those are just a few of the things we do.
And the beer tasting.
Oh, and the beer tasting, which the money goes for scholarships for students, so that kind of, just remember it's for scholarships.
That's for beer.
We usually do a fundraising event in the springtime, and this year we didn't. We're doing some different things, and one of them is we have a kayak package for a raffle. And so Al's up here and he's got those tickets. So it's an 8-foot, 260-pound capacity kayak. So if you're interested, see Al. Tonight's group is a new to our community. I believe they've been in Brethren though. It's the Rough and Tumble. They're Americana folk duo. They used to be from Nashville, and now they're from all over the country because they travel constantly. They're Mallory Graham and Scott Tyler. They have an 88-pound dog, Butter, that travels with them. And now they have a second dog called Puddle. I haven't seen these dogs, but I think they'll tell us about them.
Muy grande.
Very big, they say. So I'm going to let them tell you more about themselves and their music. We're going to take an intermission. They've got T-shirts and CDs and things up here for sale. So I hope you enjoy the concert.
Hello, we are the Rough and Tumble. We're going to start you off with an old folk song all about someone who dies of scarlet fever, because we figure if we set the bar low, maybe you'll enjoy the rest of the show. This is Dublin's unofficial anthem. It's Cockles and Mussels. In Dublin's fair city, where girls are so pretty, I first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone. She wheeled her wheelbarrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh. Cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh.
She was a fishmonger, sure 'twas no wonder. So were her father and mother before. They wheeled their wheelbarrows, the streets broad and narrow. Cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh. Cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She died of a fever, no one would save her. That was the end of sweet Molly Malone,
Who ghost wheeled her wheelbarrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh. Cockles and mussels, cockles and mussels, cockles and mussels.
Thank you very much. It's great to see you all here on this beautiful summer evening. I was just talking to our buddy Rocky, who spends some time down in Tennessee, where we've spent the last, 5 out of 7 years, and just comparing the way summer evenings are here in Michigan to the way summer evenings are in Tennessee. You have a good thing going on here.
Yeah, you can breathe here. It's really nice. It's a nice change. We actually, we told some folks up here when we were here last year about how much we loved Michigan in the summer. And we were telling them that we were going to tell our friends down in Tennessee about it. And they said, please don't. We like it up here. We don't want anyone else coming. Which I don't blame you. So we haven't told any of our friends. And we don't have that many friends anyway. So here's a song all about, we're going to bring a little bit of the south to the north here. It's about some of our favorite southern infestations, including kudzu, which is this plant down there that's eating all of the other plants. See, it's still a step up from scarlet fever, I feel like. Okay. There's also this very famous infestation down there known as sad country singers. They just sort of wander the streets until they migrate north in July. But there's also this thing, there are these things called cicadas. And while I know that you have cicadas here, maybe you call them locusts here, they're not like the cicadas of the South. The cicadas of the South are these very large, mutinous looking things with big red eyes. And they come out every 7, 13, and I believe 17 years. And what they do is when they come up out of the ground, they find out where you live. And then they just wait on your front porch for you till it's time for you to go to work. And then when they see your door open, they wait about 5 seconds, and then they dive bomb you the whole way to your car. And then what they do is they attach themselves, this is very scientific, you can look it up on Wikipedia. They attach themselves to your tailpipe, and then they breathe in the fumes, which somehow makes them stronger and bigger by the time you get to work. So that whenever you're going into work, it feels way worse than it did on your way to your car. And then you have about 8 hours to work out a buddy system with your coworkers on how to get home again. Now, when I moved to the South, I moved to North Carolina first, and that was the year of the 13-year cicada. And what I thought was going to happen is that they come out just sort of across the South, and then you never hear about them again. But it turns out they like to stagger it according to where you're going to move next. So when I moved to Nashville a couple years later, that was the year of the 17-year cicada. Those are bigger than the 13 years and stronger. And so it started all over again. And then after about 2 weeks, they get tired of toying with you. And then they lay their eggs and they die. And then their children come back for your children. After I got over the post-traumatic stress disorder of it, we wrote a song called Cicada. This includes all of our favorite infestations. In fact, about a couple months ago, we were up in Canada. There's a fellow Southerner there, and he said, I can tell your song Cicada that you really lived through it. And I said, how's that? And he said, well, it's in the key of E. And I said, okay. And he said, well, cicadas, when they come up out of the ground, they sing in the key of E. And it just got me thinking, how many of them are still inside of my head? Beneath the scream of the cicadas, they were calling out for love, they were calling out for love, and maybe we were too. But stay here in silence till the moment I left you. Let the leaving keep its tears, let the leaving setting of the moon. 'Cause you are not my mother's God of love. No, 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 but you are all I want and all I've got. You are not a handsome man. I cannot play in the movies. There's no star to lead us down. There's no star to show us how. But it tells me that you are not my mother's God of love. No, 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 but you, all I want, all I've got. No, 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 you, not my mother's God of love. No, you, all I want, and all I've got.
Well, we're a teeny tiny traveling folk band, and as we were introduced, we that we have 2 dogs, right? We live in a 16-foot camper with 2 dogs, and both of them are 85 pounds.
Yeah. It wasn't always like this. We weren't always this way. We used to be better.
But so this next song is called Baggage. And the other day I got to thinking that this song is really just about dog food. So, but it's about the little things that we carry around with us sometimes for a very long time. And it goes like this. I got a bone to pick with you from back when we were younger. It's 4 in the morning, we were getting home late from a weekend at your brother's. We'd been fighting that little thing, your words couldn't get out stronger. Said, what's the matter with keeping all the baggage in the middle of the bed tonight? What's the matter with keeping all the baggage in the middle of the bed tonight? Oh, babe, I'd rather throw it down with you than throw you around the know without you now. Got a little doggy with hoggle of the covers. She's big and truly and a little bit stinky, but I guess it doesn't really matter. We've been fighting that little thing. She crawled to her mother, said, what's the matter with keeping little doggies in the middle of the bed tonight, huh? What's the matter with keeping little doggies in the middle of the bed tonight? Oh, babe, I'd rather throw it down with you than throw you out low without you now. Oh, babe, just throw it down so I don't have to throw you out and go without you now. Well, I've been thinking while we've been drinking all night till it gets real early. Not the headaches, and I think it's the memories finally get me. We can take any little thing and turn to a fight. Oh, what's the matter with keeping liquor bottles in the middle of the bed tonight? All right. What's the matter with keeping little doggies in the middle of the bed tonight? Hey, what's the matter with keeping all the baggage in the middle of the bed tonight? right, well, thank you very much. Hey, a couple years ago, we embarked on this this journey we like to call the Rough and Tumble's Holiday Awareness Campaign. It came to our attention that every year, ladies and gentlemen, in the United States, every year in your very own backyards, there are tens, if not 15s, of holidays that go uncelebrated. Okay, these are days of remembrance that that just get brushed over, you know. Greeting cards that are never sent out. Decorative tablecloths never laid out for parties that are never thrown. We came up with a slogan for it, for this campaign. Our slogan was, "Make America Celebrate Again." Now, that joke goes over better in certain places of the country than others, but it stands. In fact, even today, Steve informed me that today is, it's a palindrome, right?
Yep.
So 7/10/2017, right? Can be spelled frontwards and backwards. Now, it's good to know that for a day like today, right? It's good to know that today is a day of celebrating palindromes. Aren't you glad you came out to the show tonight, huh? Well, we're going to play a few holiday songs if you don't mind.
Even if you do mind, we're still going
We're still going to. This song we wrote for a day that we celebrated last week. This is a song for the day that we clean up the big mess we made the day before. This is for the 5th of July.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Who's gonna clean this up? Picking through the wicks of Roman candles. Who's gonna take this song? Sifting through these whispered short breath tangles. 'Cause it's hot, you're gone, and I can't call your number, and there is no firework light. I'm lonely as a watermelon rind on the 5th of July. Which of us will give this up when we got no caring left to dangle? Here's me, October's wares, I'm falling all to pieces in summer strangles. It's hot, you're gone, and I can't call your number, and there is no firework light. I'm lonely as a watermelon rind on the 5th of July. On the 5th of July. July.
No, I think about you all.
July.
No, I think about you all the time.
'Cause it's hot, you're gone, I can't call your number, and there is no firework light. I'm lonely as a watermelon, lonely as a watermelon rind on the 5th of July. On the 5th of July. All right, here's one for International Be Late for Something Day. As a folk musician, as a traveling musician, we celebrate this one a few times a year. Although it's commonly celebrated on September 8th or 9th, 10th maybe.
I thought it was the 5th, but either way, you're right on time.
We're here all night, folks.
This song's called Always Late and Never.
The spaces between us are as big as all those things we haven't said. So step back, darling, 'cause you don't know what could fall out of this pillow. Where did the finger gone down finger? Far too long and now here comes another ringer. I tell you I love you if it wasn't true, but baby I do. My brain goes wahoo, wahoo, wahoo. For all that I got to do to keep the ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom of my heart beating for you, from you.
On the mouth trumpet.
You should really hear her do When the Saints Go Marching In.
That's an outdoor event only. These love songs, says my mama, are the best dang therapy I ever had. But baby, darling, how else do I say I got it bad? My brain goes wahoo, wahoo, wahoo. For all that I got to do to keep the ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom of my heart beating for you, from you. My brain goes wahoo, 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 wahoo. I got to do the ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom of my heart beating for you, from you. And my heart's beating for you. Here's one for National Ride the Wind Day. It's a holiday you can spend on August 23rd, actually. It's coming up, so you have plenty of time to prepare. You can celebrate by going bird watching, potentially vulture watching tonight, I hear. Or you can fly a kite. We wrote a song called Jaybird, so you can't take that tradition. You could also wear a cape and nothing else. That's Scott's favorite.
Every year.
Every year. Wild as a blue jay, your message came to me. I was rested from the Bama nights. Look up to see if I could see that heading on back up. But naked as a jaybird was the love you left for me, left for me, left for me. Naked as a jaybird was the love you left for me. See about my bridal, you would see to cut the sails. Said Tennessee, but landlocked me. Work out what we needed in hopes for loving can't. But naked as a jaybird was the love we had left, left for me, left for me. Naked as a jaybird was the love you left for me, left for me, left for me. Naked as a jaybird was the love you left for me. Naked as a jaybird was the love you left for me. Woke up blurry, light and green. These Tennessee dogs, they walk my Alabama beat. Like the wild songs of a blue jay are calling home to me. Left me, left me. Naked as Jaybird once home, you left me, left me, left me. Naked as Jaybird once home, you left me, left me, oh left me. Naked as Jaybird once love, you left me.
This song is it's an Inuit holiday, and after the whaling season is over, it's kind of a day of giving thanks and of blessing. And you know, while we are against whaling on account of being folk singers, we think that being thankful for what you have is a very good thing. So we wrote this song, and it's called "A Day for the Remembrance of the Souls of Lost Whales," and it was written for a day for the remembrance of the souls of lost whales. So if you see what we did there. And it goes like this.
As I sped to the dock, the water was dark, all clocks read 3 a.m. And the calls went alarmed, and the ships in the yard rocks out and sleeping in. And the tide rolls out, who will see me now? I hope there's someone sad as me, awake on a Sunday morning.
So that I catch your smile spread wide past miles and miles. Words simple, just song so that I run along that sailing soft as the morning at 5. And the tide rolls out. Who believes me now? I hope there's someone sad as me, awake on a Sunday morning.
As I sped from the dock, the water was dark, a whirlpool green and gray. And the tide rolls out, and the tide rolls out.
And there was someone sad as me, awake on a Sunday morning. Awake on a Sunday morning.
Thank you very much. We're going to move on from the holidays. I'm sure we'll circle right on back though. Like clockwork, like a calendar sort of thing. So, a couple years ago, we got asked
We're
to.
working on our transitions. I don't know if you can tell. We're a lot better than we used to be. Used to just be a hook.
Yeah. One of us would. So a couple years ago, we got asked to write a soundtrack for a short film that a friend of ours was making. And we said yes before we asked what the film was about. And let that be a lesson to you folks. But you know, her deadline was approaching, and she said, "Hey, Scott and Mallory, do you have that soundtrack ready? Have you written those songs?" And we said, "Oh, sure, yeah. What is the film about again?" And she said, "It's all about post-traumatic stress disorder among women exiting the military."
It was a bad time to procrastinate.
Yeah. But we did it. We wrote a soundtrack for a film all about post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yeah.
It was
really good for us. It was a little opportunity for us to step into somebody else's combat boots and come out the other side with a lot more understanding and a little more compassion. So we're gonna play you a couple of songs off of that. The film is called Pieces and Pieces. It's not yet out, but the soundtrack is, because we got very impatient, and Alyssa is very forgiving of us. So we're gonna play you a couple off of that. This song is called "Dog in This Fight."
There's a lot of shouting here tonight. There's a lot of people crowding my left and right. It's not for money and it's not my pride. I just know I got a dog in this fight. All I know's I got a dog in this fight. Who's gonna lose his head tonight? Who's gonna lose his head tonight? Who's gonna throw down this on a no-win fight? Who's gonna lose his head tonight?
My girl can be fierce, can be mean. My girl's more muscle than she is machine. She might be angry and she might be right. All I know she got a dog in this fight.
Who's gonna lose her head tonight? Who's gonna lose her head tonight? Who's gonna throw down this on a no-win fight? Who's gonna lose her head tonight? There I gonna lose my head tonight. Who's gonna lose a bet tonight? Who's gonna lose a bet tonight? Who's gonna lose a head tonight? Who's gonna lose a head tonight? Who's gonna throw down that song? No-win fight. There's a lot of shouting here tonight.
There's no one standing on my left or right.
Square your jaw, man.
No end in sight.
Don't you know you got a dog in this fight? We got more than just a dog in this fight. Everybody's got a dog in this fight. July has got us cold, as if you don't want my love at all. Our golden house is good as sold, if you don't want my love at all. spit my pleas into your love, and I'll cradle tiny bluebird songs. 7 years of southern brogue. You don't want my love at all. Head out west, lead your tide. I'll be your steady eastern sky. If you don't find what you're looking for, you don't need my love no more. You don't want my love at all. A tiny scream will do us in. You don't want my love again. I'll wash up and treat you right. If you will have me in tonight. Don't you want my love? Don't you want my love? Don't you want my love? Don't you? Head out west and lead your tide. I'll be your steady eastern sky. If you don't find what you're looking for, you don't need my love no more. Head out west and lead your tide. I'll be your steady eastern sky. If you don't find what you're looking for, you don't need my love no more. Don't you want my love? Don't you want my love? Don't you want my love? Don't you want my love?
Take a short break, short intermission. We should mention we have some CDs over here. We have some T-shirts. We've got some kazoos. We have some postcards, and the postcards are free. And if you fill out a postcard and send it to a friend, we will actually pay for your postage. If you're interested in that sort of
As
thing.
part of the Rough and Tumble Save the U.S. Postal Service campaign. Yeah. So if holidays aren't your thing, maybe the post office will be. We would like to note for the kazoos that we do have a strict if you lick it, you buy it policy. So just make sure it's a commitment you're willing to take on.
And you know what, that actually goes for the CDs and the T-shirts too. If you look it, you buy it.
This song is called Pieces and Pieces. It is the title track off of Pieces and Pieces.
I have let you down, pieces by pieces. I will make you mine again, pieces by pieces. Nothing is lost when it is found again. Everything's found where it was lost. There's bad men out there now, no peace in these places. I have to go, I love you so. Pieces and pieces, nothing is lost when it is found again. Everything's found where it was lost. Everything's found where it was lost. coming home in pieces and pieces with every broken bone. Piece me by piece then.
All right, well, this next song is called Conversations with the Front Desk Clerk, and it's about this time that I used to work as a front desk clerk at a Motel 6 in Asheville, North Carolina. Thank you very much, folks.
We usually lead with that. I think you can see why we don't anymore.
Ready?
Oh, this also happens to be for National Trail Mix Day. So, if that's a holiday you're into, or if you're not into it.
All right.
It's alright. What's another 99 to 5? What's another hour undoing this knot I tied? What's so unraveled? Should I come over tonight?
I left my trails to you. I left my trails to you.
It's okay. I guess we both had a hand in the blame. I guess we both made our share of mistakes. Should've come sooner when I knew you were slipping. Said you were snares when I knew you'd be coming back. I left my trails to you. Oh, do you like your new place? Mine's okay. Been talking to the front desk clerk about building a time machine. Know what I mean? I left my trails to you. I left my trails to you. I left my trails to you. I left my trails to you.
Thank you. All right, well, we're going to do one more song, then take a very short break. Margaret, I think you have some announcements to make during that time, but we will be back. Thank you all for being here. Thanks for hanging out with us this evening. During the break, you can come say hi to us. We'll be standing over here, hawking our wares and trying to have as many conversations as we can. So.
And reminding you that we have 2 large dogs to feed. So if that helps loosen any heartstrings there. If you really prefer cats, then we have 2 85-pound cats in our trailer. All right, we're gonna play you. We recently started doing this thing on Facebook, actually. We call Double Americana, in which we learn a new folk song. Well, we learn an old folk song that's new to us and potentially new to other people, and then we play it and make fools out of ourselves on the internet. And we're gonna try and make a fool of ourselves in real life here instead. We're gonna cover a song by Jimmy Driftwood. It was made popular by Johnny Horton, and it was a song that that I grew up listening to actually back in the day.
It's called the Battle of...
Way back in the day.
Way back in the day.
Like the 80s.
Yeah. It's called the Battle of New Orleans. Sing along if you know it.
I'm gonna try real hard to do all the words here, but if I don't, well, just smile at me. Just keep smiling. That's what you do for crazy people, I think. In 1814, we took a little trip along with Colonel Jackson down the mighty Mississippi. Took a little bacon and we took a little beans, and we fought the bloody British in the town of New Orleans.
Fired our guns and the British kept coming. There wasn't quite as many as there was a while ago. Fired once more and they began to run down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Whoop!
We looked down the river and we seen the British come, and there must have been 100 of them beating on the drum. Stepped so high and they made the bugles ring, and we stood behind the cotton bells and didn't say a thing.
Fired our guns and the British kept coming. Wasn't quite as many as there was a while ago. Fired once more and they began to run down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Whoop!
Old Hickory said we could take them by surprise if we didn't fire muskets till we looked them in the eye. Stood behind a cotton bell and we opened up a squirrel guns and really good. Well, we
Fired our guns and the British kept coming. Wasn't quite as many as there was a while ago. Fired once more and they began to run down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico.
yeah, they ran through the briars and they ran through the brambles and they ran through the bushes where a rabbit couldn't go. Ran so fast that the hounds couldn't catch them. Down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Until the barrel melted down, so we grabbed an alligator and we fought another round. We put his head with cannonballs and powdered his behind, and when we touched the powder, the gator lost his mind.
We fired our guns and the British kept coming. Wasn't quite as many as there was a while ago. Fired once more and they began to run down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah, they ran through the briars and they ran through the brambles and they ran through the bushes where a rabbit couldn't go. Ran so fast that the hounds couldn't catch him. Down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. 3, 4, 7, no.
3, 4,
Hey, hey. 7, no.
3, 4.
Hey, hey.
All right, thanks folks for the rough and tumble. We'll be right back.
Oh, aren't you enjoying this tonight? Lots of fun. The guys are coming around with their green buckets that say PLA on them, and we appreciate any donations that you can give us. This is how we sponsor our concerts, is by your kind donations. So, and remember, we have our kayak raffle up here if you're interested. Thank you.
Thanks for your generosity.
Thank you.
Come to
Oh man, we're hiring hype men to go with us on the road.
Enjoying this. So, this song's called Silver Maple.
maple growing in our yard. Sat still through snow to show we're single city star. Now hibernation's over, look at where we are. There's a silver maple growing in our yard.
We're not too young to love a pretty song. We're not too old to sell our souls to rock and roll. I'll sing this one over. We knew where we'd come. We're not too young to love a pretty song.
And if you must get lost, should it be far from home, sing a familiar song. You and your brown eyes, you and your brown eyes.
Black flies pushing on our screen door. No June bug waits for summer's coming anymore. Last summer we had nothing but a bottle and your porch. Black flies pushing on your screen door.
And if you must get lost, should it be far from home, sing a familiar song. You and your brown eyes, you and your brown eyes. Sleep through the night with the dead end gone, where the wolves still barking or howling out there. So roll me over, darling, tell me I'm the one. Where the dead are gone, but they won't be gone long. And if you must get lost, should it be far from home, sing a familiar song. Sing a familiar song. You and your brown eyes, you and your brown eyes, you and your brown eyes. We've heard your demands. We listened to you at the break, and everyone was chanting, "More toy piano." This is for you, the people who didn't ask for it.
One, two, three.
Way that we're star-crossed lovers, I worry that there's a side effect. Way that I'm far too far for you to ever find your way. Way that we're star-crossed lovers, way that I'm about to break. Way that you can't see through me and you're still unafraid. Hell with those stars, hell with those stars. How can they know our fate? How can they know our fate? They're so far away. Hell with those stars. beat them if we try. Let's pretend for a little while. Hell with those stars. Hell with those stars. How can they know our fate? How can they know our fate? They're so far away. How can they know our fate? How can they know us, babe? They're so far away. Hell with those stars. Hell with those stars. Hell with those stars. Hell with those stars.
Well, I lived on the river most of my life. Didn't know nothing but toil and strife. I can't go home again. I can't go home again. East and west highway roads, Lord have mercy on my poor soul. What you gonna do, baby? Oh, I miss my bride, baby. Oh, 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 oh. Well, prettiest girl loves so well. She go to heaven and I go to hell. I can't go home again. I can't go home again. East and west highway roads, Lord have mercy on my poor soul. What you gonna do, baby? Oh, I miss my bride, baby. Oh, oh.